After flying cross-country from DC, I am now here at Phoenix's Sky Harbor International Airport, about to make my way even further west to San Diego, California, aboard an American Airlines 737-800 in Main Cabin Extra. In this video, I will try to conclude if it's worth the upgrade from Main Cabin. Now that I've had quite a few opportunities to fly through this airport and explore much of it, I pretty much know my way around and how it's divided up between American on one side and Southwest on the other. All additional airlines are at Terminal 3, this one just 2. Southwest takes up gates C1 through C19 and D1 to D8, while American is at A1 through A30 and B1 through B28. My flight to SAN this evening will be departing from the B concourse.
So I put on my Instagram story a list of possible places I'm going right now, and a few people got it right, so I'm gonna give them shout outs in this video. Ryan Frisbee, you're the first one. Arturo Andres Salas Garcia, you're the second one. And Mike Loosemore, you're the third one.
As my plane hadn't yet pulled in and not having eaten dinner, I decided to grab a decently tasty grilled cheese and ham sandwich from a local shop, check my flight's info, and await my plane's arrival all the way from Tampa. Just about 35 minutes till scheduled departure, N923AN decided to appear in the Arizona dusk, our 22-year-old ride to California. The Boeing 737-800 makes up the largest portion of American's fleet, with 303 aircraft in total flying the skies, but unlike some, this one has spent its entire life with American since 1999. After a very quick turnaround, the boarding process started up, and I lined up with Group 4 once again.
We can switch over to 5.
Unfortunately, American 737 interiors, much like their A321s, aren't good. This particular aircraft is equipped with AA's Kodiak interior, their updated Oasis product, which fixes just a few minor issues, like adding a full divider between first and main cabin extra. There are 16 of those first class seats up front here, spread 2-2 across, with 30 main cabin extra seats and 126 main cabin seats, filling the rest of the plane, for a total of 172 seats on board. Now you may think, hey, that's just like Southwest, who has 175 on their 737-800s. Yes, true, but they don't have first class or any economy plus sections. My seat tonight will be 10A up front here, also the last row of main cabin extra before economy takes over. Seats up here are exactly the same as economy, besides a red trim around the adjustable headrests. Comfiness is pretty mediocre and there is a slight recline. As far as legroom, keep in mind, I am 6 foot and this is main cabin extra. I definitely expected a bit more room, but there's certainly enough space for me. Safety card is found in front inside the seat back pocket, and underneath between the seats are universal power outlets, one for each passenger, which is much appreciated in today's world. Lastly, up top is a literature slot with the American Way magazine residing inside. Don't expect to find them in 2022 though, as they are gone. There's also a phone/tablet holder just underneath, unlocked like so, and a USB port to the left.
So it's tight across your hips.
Even though we started boarding less than 10 minutes prior to 9:45, we started our pushback only 5 minutes late, and definitely would make that time back up on this quick 49-minute journey to Southern Cali. Our takeoff runway will be 25 right, not far away, so we'll continue the review once we're in the air.
I saw it coming. coming. I guess it had to be done. Our love was fading, like snowflakes on my tongue. This time it's different. I can feel it in the air. It's time for a celebration.
As this is a very quick flight, I'll try to show as much as I can in the little time we have. Now, unfortunately, because of the short duration of this ride, there will not be any kind of service at all. But if it were a bit longer, you'd be guaranteed a delicious pack of pretzels. Tray tables on board are pretty standard sized and extendable. The now retired in-flight magazine of Americans will have to do instead of the pretzels, which when available to the public had their hub airport diagrams, fleet list, and destinations map. Our short route tonight will take us right along the US-Mexico border virtually the entire time, passing by towns like Gila Bend, Dateland, Yuma, Mexicali, Mexico, Tijuana, and finally San Diego, cruising up at 28,000 feet or around 8,500 meters. You may have noticed from earlier shots, this aircraft also doesn't have any personal TVs. They used to have them, but American decided to take them out with Oasis and squish in more seats. There is still free IFE, but it must be accessed from your mobile devices. Wi-Fi is not free, and on this flight costs $12, which is kind of steep for 40 minutes. Entertainment is available from the homepage, which includes TV shows and movies. It's always interesting flipping through their movies and series lists on each American flight I do, because it's always different. Tonight's flight looks to have a more limited offering for AA standards. There's also a news section, a way to listen to Apple Music, and a look at your destination's weather. As we started passing by Mexicali, which by the way really distinctly shows the border at night, we started our initial descent into SAN Airport with only about 20 minutes left. If you do watch my vids often, you'll know I'm a big fan of these short night flights, so I'm gonna enjoy these last few moments before we land on runway 27 and finally answer the question of this video. Is upgrading to main cabin extra actually worth it? Honestly, one of the best night landings I've ever had, into a place I've never been to. So, is upgrading to main cabin extra on American 737-800 worth it? Well, first of all, I need to mention I did not pay for this upgrade, rather American upgraded me for free due to my loyalty. But it usually costs around $35 to $40 on this particular route. So short answer is yes and no. Yes, when potentially flying across the country on the 737, because main cabin is 100% going to get cramped quickly, and because it's around $80 on a 6-hour flight versus $40 on an hour. And no, I would not upgrade to main cabin extra if your flight is under 2 hours, unless you're a pretty tall person, and that's like taller than 6 foot me. That's the only condition. There's no extra amenities, extra cushion, extra service, nothing. It's just a few more inches of legroom and definitely not worth it on most flights this aircraft is on. Like I said, it's only really worth it on transcontinental flights, as I've done it in both cabins and would 100% recommend upgrading if you can. And this also, keep in mind, is coming from someone who's 6 foot, so if you are shorter than me, and chances are you are, you'll have an easier time in economy.
What's expensive for San Diego?
I don't know.
Is it over 200? I think things are getting better because I travel a lot. In the summer it was really empty. Now I was on 2 flights and they were both full. So
that was me asking what's an expensive hotel rate for San Diego, and my shuttle driver asking if things are getting better as far as COVID. And as we know now, things are drastically improving for the better all over the country, thankfully and finally. That'll conclude, though, this first day in my week of chaos. An even fuller day of traveling is coming tomorrow as I make my way up to Kalispell, Montana. And if you know what's up there, you know why I'm going there. Hope you guys enjoy this flight from Phoenix tonight aboard American. Thanks for watching, and catch you on the next one.